All right, what is good, guys? Worst Duelists. We are going to take a look at the deck that I played for the Eggman. Definitely a bit of a troll pick. I played King Piccolo, and I'm even going to cap, I lost every game. Surprising no one, King Piccolo went 0-3 drop. But I want to say this, right? All my games are close. I played Broly BR. I think in that matchup I kind of just overcooked. I was really trying to starve him because he was missing on 8 drops. So his turns consisted of play the dual attack, Broly, pass. So I was like, okay, well, if this is where we're at, I'm just going to keep the hand low, keep clearing board. And I feel like I probably could have pressured face just a little bit, like maybe 1 or 2 turns earlier, and I may have been able to come out because eventually he did draw into what he needed. And he had like 3 supers, 2 instants, and the shot collar, so I was like, whatever. Really what happened in that game was I was trying to find another 4-drop because I stuck one. I was really just looking for a second one. Then I was going to pressure face. I just never found it. Even with searching with symbol multiple times, I just never found it. And then I did play the 2-cost King Piccolo on turn 2, drew a life, and I missed on the egg. So I was a little bit behind missing that pressure, so that definitely kind of sucked. Round 2, I played Yellow Vegeta. The guy that I played actually watches my vids, so if you're watching this, shout out to you, man. It was a really fun game. But I don't honestly think that this deck can beat Yellow Vegeta. I mean, we did have a long game. I did have like a giant board, but he just kind of like freeze-cooed me into oblivion. I will say something that this deck does have into Yellow Vegeta is that 50k swing demands cards from Yellow Vegeta, so I mean, I was in it for a while, right? But he just ended up hand dumping like over 150 with all the extras, so kind of got cooked there. And then round 3, I basically gave up because I was 0-2. I played another guy who makes content. I'll put his shit down below. His name is Open Mango. He does like pack opening. So if you want to watch that, then by all means check him out. Shout out to you, man. We had a goofy game. I would like attack him with the egg and stuff, like on his front side. Yeah. But he ended up with like, you know, hitting all of his ramp, and because he played Piccolo Superhero, so he hit all of his ramp, and then he just chained Beast Taunts on me until I died. So that was my Eggman run. I will say though, I played the deck kind of as a meme pick, as kind of just like a joke deck, but I will say it is a lot stronger than it used to be. Obviously the leader front is terrible. Crit doesn't draw, not even 20k, and you flip and you heal. A lot of people shit on that heal, but I honestly think that that is undervalued because what I typically do with the heal is I'll just use it as a damage negate. Because if you think about it, right, if they're swinging 30 on me, right, and then I awaken and I heal back to 5, I just awakened and drew a card and just negated that attack. So I don't know, it just depends on how you look at it. Maybe that's cope. But I do find the deck to be very fun. The leader skill itself is you burn the marker and you play the egg from your drop, and the back does draw. So we'll just get into the list. Not really much else to talk about here. So it's going to be 4 of the Piano Searcher. I mean, it's just find your stuff. You're kind of a piece reliant deck to a degree. So you're going to want those. Additional 2 cantrips. I just played the World King because it's just the, you know, the one for the deck. So 4 Chi-Chi. I mean, we're playing a black deck, so there's not really much reason not to play this, and you really do want to get to your back. The crit's like fine, and the thing is about the crit, it is like kind of lame that it's not 20, but still, if someone's going to combo out of the crit, then you are demanding a card from them still, not a 10k, but it's either that or they're just letting you crit them. So again, not great. You do want to get to your back so you can start drawing, but you know, I digress. 4 of this guy. Take a life, top 10, get the egg, play it. This is like the best high roll, right? When you go second, you crack the marker for this. You find the egg, which I am only playing 3. We'll get to that in a second. And then you play out this guy, you draw another life, and then you make the marker. Yeah, you pitch a card, but you also took 2 life. And then the next turn, you can actually just awaken if you have the absolute nuts. But anyway, yeah, so just for this guy, 3 Demon's Egg. I'll probably lose some people here, which is fine, but I don't really think you need 4 of this. You kind of just need 1 setup. Go figure, the guy that's only playing 3 and says you don't need 4 whiffed on it. I digress, whatever, it happens. These top 10s are just bad. They should just let me pick up my deck and find it. And if that was the case, I could just play 2. And if there's 1 in life, then I'm just like chilling. But yeah, like, let's be honest, guys, you just charge the extra ones and you just pitch them. So you don't want to get this out of life. You don't want to top deck this late game. You just want to see this once and then just like never find it again. So that's why I'm playing 3. Again, you could probably just play 4. But whenever I was looking at this deck after the new support, I was trying to cut back on as many zeros as possible and add in as much 10k combo as possible. Which this list does have 28 10k, so I think I achieved that goal. For the symbol, this card is really good. This is probably the best card that we got. I think from the new support, 3, 15, 10, obviously a really shitty stat line, but when he's played, you top 5, you had any demon clan, so typically you're looking for 10k here, or if you're missing the 4 drop, then you're looking for that as well. So you top 5 and you get combo power, he is combo power, and if your leader is King Piccolo, your King Piccolos in your battle area, they can't be removed by skills. So you don't have to rest him, you don't have to sack him for that. It's just while he is here, they cannot remove the 5 drop, the 2 drop, or the 3 drop by skills. So that is definitely my favorite card from the new stuff. For this Tambourine, this card, I'll say it, this card's not good. 3, 20, 10, draw a life, pitch a card, make a marker. So he replaces himself, but you pitch for his effect. It is, again, it's really only super good for that high roll turn, that turn 1, crack the marker, get the marker back, and then you can play the new King Piccolo after that, get the marker back again, so on and so forth. But the main thing, obviously, it's 10k combo, so that's why 4. And also, you kind of do want to see that going second high roll, so again, 4, you know, kind of makes sense for that as well. And again, it's like one of those things where at worst it's 10k. Just 2 of this guy, just didn't have room for more. Obviously this card is strong, and like if you have everything and you have this guy on turn 2, after you do the sack the marker for the 2 drop, play this guy, get the marker back, then do this, then it's like, okay, that's kind of nuts. You get a lot of early game pressure, and then you're dropping 50ks on the turn after that, because he just plays the egg from your drop. So you don't need to get to your back, because you can awaken, right? If you're going second and you do that play, you'll be awakened by the time he plays, because he also takes a life. So take a life, play the Jesus Christ. Take a life, place a marker if you don't have one, which you won't because you used it from this, and then you play the egg from hand or drop. Very good card. It's a 0. Moreover, another conflicting thing about this card is it's King Piccolo, and the 4 drop needs non-King Piccolos. So just 2 drum. This card also is strong. A lot of people will probably say this is the best card from the new support when attacking and when KO draw. However, playing this card end of turn feels really, really bad, because if it just gets rested or removed or frozen or minus or bottom decked, you get no value off this card. There's some times where I want to take this out and play the old symbol that draws a life and draws a card. But I think just because this guy's a 1 attacking draw and he is a 25, it's probably just better to play this. But then again, like I said, the symbol is still a consideration. But only 2 of it just because, like, again, it's like I was really trying to cut down on zeros, because you have a mandatory, you know, either at least a mandatory 7, right, in my deck, because it's 4 of the 4 drop and then 3 of the egg. Most people play 4 4, so it's a mandatory 8. You could probably get away with shaving the 4 drop, but that's just like the best card in the deck and the reason to play the deck, really. So this card also is not good. I will just go ahead and say that. This card's basically mid. This is choose a battle card, costs 4 or less, and it can't attack. So it's obviously like a situational card. It has 5k combo power. It's a 25k swing, and it's not the worst card in the world. You could also play the one that KOs a 2 drop, which theoretically may be better in the current landscape, because you can get Android 17, you can get the Vegeta that Sin plays. You can't really get anything in Boo except for like a cantrip, but I kind of like the defense that this provides, and it has no condition, right? It's just, I could just play this guy dry for 3 and just freeze something if I want. It's just choose a battle card, cost 4 or less, it can't attack. So I think the other guy, you have to have another demon and you pop a 2 drop. I don't know, whatever. This may be incorrect. You could probably just play 4 of this if you wanted to, but I just, low key, I like this card. And I just wanted more combo power and less zeros, so. For Glorio, it's another one of those things where it's like, obviously you're going first, this card's strong. If you miss on your 2 drop or whatever, it's just can slot in there, and it's 10k combo. Not really a ton to talk about with Glorio. For this guy, again, it's kind of the main reason to play the deck. It's sort of like a shittier Goku GT in some aspects, but he's also a 50 swing. So he's like a 4-drop boss card, which is kind of nice, and he gets the marker back, so it fuels leader skill, and most people know what this card does. I think this is one of the main reasons to play the deck. Again, the conflicting stuff is it needs a non-King Piccolo demon, so it's only going to be your cymbals, drums, and tambourines. So yeah, I mean, it's like fine. The card is definitely strong. So, you know, for this guy, this card is really, really good. 5, 30, 10, so really good stat line. On play when attacking, if you have 5 or more cards of Demon Clan in your drop, you draw a card. So he's a +1. So you play him, you +1, which is good because the deck goes kind of neg on cards in the early game, but then the idea is you're supposed to kind of replenish your hand with the symbols, and obviously your leader starts drawing, and then you kind of get like reverse card draw, so to speak, right? Because you're swinging 50 at them, so they're either taking a life or they're comboing out of 50, which is definitely going to be a super plus, right? It'll be like 2 supers or 3 cards, like it's 3 to 4 cards. That's really, really good. Most people would just take the 50 swing, so but yeah, either way, it's pressure nonetheless. This card is good. So definitely a 4 of, it's 10k at worst, right? 4 super combos, yep, nothing to say there. And then just 3 explosive waves. So this is one of the other main reasons to play this deck. This card is just a 2-cost kill spell. If you have 2 demons, you just kill anything. So I literally was like blowing up Beast On with this and stuff, which was kind of funny. And like also like in the early game when I was pressuring the Piccolo, I blew up his Gohan just for free because I like marker and 1 energy and then got the marker back. So yeah, this card's strong. It's also searchable. I was playing 2 and I was like, you should just play 3 of this. It's just like so free, right? You just, especially when you have that like really wide setup in the beginning, you just start blasting and just keep all your pressure on board from your weenies. So anyway, that's KP. He's like, okay, it's fun. It's definitely better than it used to be. You can bully some people with this deck. I like to play this guy online sometimes and just troll. But anyway, amongst all the Nats testing, I said, fuck it, I'm going to just play something goofy for the Eggman. And like I said, I went 0-3, so it didn't really go great. But I still had a good time nonetheless. But yeah, there is King Piccolo. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you later.